Today I took one trade, one winner. Decent trade. Uh, could have been a little bit better, but decent trade. Followed my plan and plan worked out. Both my short and long plans worked out. So uh, today we were there was a big rally yesterday, and then today we were opening up above a value area high and yesterday's high, and above value area high on the ETH also. Um, the other significant levels were the high volume node ledge here and the ledge up here, which kind of coincided with the H3 level and the supply here, and L3 and value area low here. But because it opened above value area high, I my preferred plan was to long in this area here, which is the value area high and yesterday's high. So I wanted to long a pullback in here and target this ledge and H3 in supply. If it didn't come retest this and went to supply first, then I wanted to take a short at the high volume node ledge, H3 or supply. So shorting here or longing here, that was my main plan. What I said is that we're in a bullish trend and bias needs to be bullish. I would first look to long a retest of value high. If not, then I'll short it. But I said that could be lower quality, and I don't know if I trust this supply and high volume node ledge very much because we've been in such a bullish trend here. Yesterday closed above R1 also, so the ledge especially was this little ledge here, so it's kind of in this very big volume node, so honestly I wasn't too sure about that one, and especially going against the trend, I just didn't quite know about it. But it ended up working out, so that's good. Kind of luckily though. So market opens up. I'm really looking for a retest of this value area high area, 7,007-ish. But it just rallies up to this high volume node ledge first. So I'm looking at this. Right off the bat, there's some short signals here. Delta divergence on the 2-minute. There's also CVD hidden divergence forming. It's breaking the highs. It's already broke the highs, but price didn't. But it wasn't at my level. It was 70.17. My level was 70.23, so I had to wait about 6 more points here. So I didn't act upon that. But again, 1-minute CVD divergence forming there. 20 range delta divergence forming there. There's another delta divergence on the 2-minute here. So there is throwing up short confirmations here that I usually look for. But I said these are perfect short confirmations here, but it's not at my level, so can't really take it. Again, CVD hidden divergence here, 1-minute delta divergence. And yeah, it looked good short, but just kept going up. And now it's at 70.23, and 70.23 is my high volume node ledge level. And so I have the green light to take the trade here if I see good confirmations. I see this P shape over here forming, and I think it's kind of interesting here, but it doesn't really reject yet. What it does do though, on the next candle, it forms a delta divergence. So we see this 2-minute delta divergence forming, but if you look at the 1-minute, it's way above the highs here, and candle's actually going down. So I liked that delta divergence there on the 1-minute, and then it started forming a little P shape here on the 2-minute also. Bunch of buyers here, but candle is trending negative. Same thing on the 20 range candle here. And then the 1-minute again forms, buyers keep coming in, but candle closes lower, and CVD hidden divergence still hasn't broken the highs yet, but delta has by a significant margin here. And then 2-minute is still forming that delta divergence. Bunch of buyers coming in here, plus 1,000 almost, yeah, 1,035, and candle closes lower. So I get in here with 2 contracts. It was a really good entry because it was about 2.5 points of risk. 2.5 points of risk, and yeah, I thought was a very good entry with the stop over the highs. And it pretty much works out right away. Um, I want to say because my stop was so small, I didn't really know where to set my target here. 20 range chart ends up as a delta divergence also. But my 3R, which I usually go for, would have been about 7.5 points here. So I was trying to go for this value area high, which would be a long level. And so I took one off there. It worked out pretty quick. 70.11 was the value area high level, and that hit pretty quick here. And yes, I took one off. It hasn't really formed a lower high yet, but I still put it at break even because I already hit my target and it was about, what, 4R. So then I have my next target and I have no idea where to put it because I don't really have levels underneath here, and I'm already above 3R. So my default target placement is 20 points, so I just had it at 20 points, which was 7,002. So I just had it there, but then this huge selling came in all of a sudden here. So it has 7,011, and then just huge sell-off here. And then it goes to 7,000, what is that, 7,003, 7,004? Yeah, 7,004. I was about 2 points away from my target, and then it started bouncing. So in hindsight, I think I should place my stop here, or target here at 7,007 or so, which is my value area high RTH. That would have given me like 4 more points. Well, I eventually took it off at 70.13, so it would have given me 6 more points here. But yeah, I think that would have been a good target because that was my area to long. So value area high ETH could have been my first target, and the second target could have been value area high RTH. I didn't really have any levels under here, so yeah, in hindsight that would have been a good target level, but I had it at 7,002, which was pretty low, considering that I'm trying to long here. That was part of my plan, right? I completely forgot about it and just, I don't know, just couldn't think, I guess. So then I'm kind of waiting until it goes to 7,002. Honestly, I'm fine taking it off at 70.11 because that's already above my 3R target. And yeah, I see that this formed a delta divergence here, bullish, and another one forming here, bullish. And I was kind of seeing if it would come back and break the lows. And I said if it breaks the lows here, because it came back up and retested, or a little pullback here, if it breaks the lows, I'll put my stop here at 14s. But never broke the lows. It started forming a B shape here. And then also it started forming this high volume hammer candle on the 1 minute, and then another huge hammer candle on the 3 minute here with a B shape. So I did not like that, and I just took it off here. Yeah. So that was my trade. Yeah, it formed a higher low here, so just didn't like that. Forming a higher low on huge high volume hammer wasn't the best, so took it off, and that was it. So while I was in this trade, I completely forgot about my plan to long value area high, but that actually would have worked out also, and it would have went all the way to the supply. So honestly, that could have been probably the better play, but yeah, both plans worked out. I had good confirmations there too. Delta divergence here, B shape here on that retest on a higher low. Yeah, and that first delta divergence here too. So if I missed that short, I probably could have taken that long, and it would have eventually made its way up to the supply. So yeah, not a bad trading day. I could have had my target here, which would have been better. So kind of messed up on that, but yeah, not bad. I thought I thought about just leaving it until break even, seeing if it'll hit 2 more points there. But because I'm in such a losing streak right now, I felt like I just needed some type of win, even if it was a smaller win. So I just took it off at the 13s here when it formed a lower high or higher low. Then I think that was a decent decision.